Hi my loves, welcome and welcome back again to the channel. It is Riri here again. As always, it's first time you're tuning into my channel. You are welcome to my channel. In this channel I make videos on fashion and vlogs, and lifestyle videos, and I also make self-development videos on how we can live our best lives in our 20s. So guys, in today's video I'm talking about how to be an independent young adult. So guys, I know transitioning from teenage years to like 20s, it can be a bit daunting. Everybody's still figuring it out, as we all say, and also it comes with a whole lot of responsibility and also got a bit of freedom, especially when you stay alone. So new things like paying bills yourself, trying to figure out new things yourself, exploring new areas yourself, and dating, relationship, every single thing, it's honestly can be a bit difficult to navigate, especially now that people say dating scene now is weird and scary. But I'm not talking about relationship today in this channel, but I'll be giving tips on how you can be an independent young adult. So let's quickly go straight right into it. First one here on my list is you have to be responsible for yourself, guys, especially when you live alone, or you're staying with roommates, or you're staying with your parents. You just need to also be responsible. And when I mean responsible, little things like knowing what you want for your life, not being pushed or being pressured to do things you don't want to do because your friends are doing it, knowing the direction you would want to take for your life. That has to do with responsibilities. And also guys, when you live alone, you have to be responsible on how things are run in your apartments, like taking stock of when the bills are due. If you're working a 9 to 5 or you own your own business, just being responsible by checking into work at the time you're supposed to check into work and take everything serious. I mean I'm not saying, I believe life should be balanced, so you shouldn't like I'm not saying you shouldn't take things serious, but just have fun while taking things seriously. But one thing I want to stress is just taking that job you have now, being dedicated, being timely. And also what I mean by being responsible is the kind of friends you also have around you. What kind of friends do you have in your space? That is so important, because your friends can have a positive or negative influence in your life, and you have to be responsible to know which one to choose, which one to bring close, and which one to close the door at. Yes, that sounds a bit harsh, but that is the reality of life, honestly. Second one here is learning how to cope with loneliness. Guys, living, especially when you stay alone, because currently I stay alone, so forgive me if I'm making a lot of emphasis on living alone. If maybe you don't have your family around, you don't have a partner, yes, you need to be okay with yourself. You need to know how to manage loneliness. And how I've been able to manage those days I feel a bit lonely is, guys, I go outside and do something. If it's to visit the mall or just walk around my neighborhood during the daytime, of course. So yeah, just take yourself out and do something. Don't just suckle in that state of loneliness and be miserable. You have to push yourself to do things that makes you come more alive. And also, if that means spending less time on social media, if maybe you're feeling some kind of way because of the social media space, please take a break. I take a lot of breaks on social media. That's because of my mental health, and I just sometimes like detoxing, like they call it social media detox, just spending some time away from social media and just embracing your life without scrolling every single day. So you need to be okay with loneliness and know that it's not a bad thing to be alone for a period of time. Use the opportunities to know yourself, use opportunities to love yourself. I talk a lot about self-love, self-care on this channel. If you know nothing about that, there are so many videos out here on YouTube. There's so many articles out there on Google on steps you can take to love yourself more and care for yourself. And you know what I usually say on this channel? You are just one, okay? So you just need to know how to love upon yourself by saying wonderful things to yourself, by knowing what works for your body, giving yourself rest, and practicing self-compassion too. This is the most important, is learning how to handle money. I am guilty. I'm not gonna come here to act like I don't have nothing figured out yet. Everybody, we are still figuring out things. When it comes to money, I am still figuring things out. But one thing I would say, you need to learn how to be responsible with money. Being independent, especially when you have a job that pays, you need to know how to manage that money. If you're paying your bills by yourself, you need to know, okay, even though you want to put aside some money for enjoyment, you also know at the end of the month you gotta pay this and that bill. So you just need to learn how to budget your money, know what is coming in, know what is going out, and know how you can better use your money to your advantage. Don't just splurge, guys. Yeah, days I just blindly splurge. And you know what, it bites back. So one thing I make sure I usually do now is to make sure I have everything down on a budget. If I want some enjoyment money, I put it there on my budget. If I need to buy some perfumes, I put it there on my budget. So that kind of guides me to know, okay, how much have I spent in a month? What am I spending my money on? How much did I pay for my light bill this month? How does that compare? You know, just being in charge of your money. So that is really important. If you want to be independent, you need to be responsible. You need to start now. Watch finance videos, read finance book, and that would broaden your knowledge and that would make you a responsible adult. So the next tip here is defining what you want for yourself. When you're going through this phase of adulthood, you would encounter so many different experiences. You will meet so many people, you would hear about so many stories. You just need to know, what exactly do you want for yourself? What exactly do you want for your life in terms of your career goals, your personal goals, your health goals, your finance goals? Don't just be drawn or be driven by what society defines or what your friend says or what your friend is doing. You need to know, what exactly do you want for your own self? This might take some moment of self-reflection. This is something I am also gonna do, because I do this very well back in the past, but for some reason I stopped. And this is called self-reflection. You just take it doesn't have to be at the end of the year. You know, December, when the New Year's come, we see everybody New Year resolution. This new year I want to do that. This new year I want to do this. I want to be the new person. I want to be. You can always start now. Do not wait to the end of the year. So little things like, which level am I now in my career, or what amount of money do I want to make in 3 to 5 years from now? Where do I see myself 3 to 5 years from now? What new hobby do I want to indulge in? Just having that self-talk with yourself, having that self-reflection on your goals, on your aspirations, even though you have none. Just thinking about, who am I, what makes me happy, what makes me sad, what are my triggers. This is really important, because being independent, you need to know yourself, you need to know your self-worth, and you need to have self-esteem too. Because guys, we're in the social media age. If you don't have all of those things up, you would be constantly affected by what you see on social media. So you need to have that guard and make sure all of those things, all of those fufurus happen on the net doesn't get to you. Another key tip here is managing your time properly. I am also learning this, because time is money. Honestly, you need to know, who exactly are you giving your time to? Who do you spend most of your time with? That is really important, because if you're not really spending your time properly, you just realize the day comes and goes like this. Twinkle of an eye, this month is already coming to an end. And if you're just living life, if you're just, you're just doing things anyhow, you're just like, you're living this I don't care lifestyle attitude, it's honestly not good. Manage your time properly. Every single hour counts, every single day time. I'm not saying you have to be 24/7 hustle, but just knowing exactly what you spend most of your time doing. Is that productive? Is that adding to you? Are you really setting out some time to enjoy yourself? Are you really setting out some time to relax, to detox? Those are really important things. Whenever I talk about time management, it's not necessarily hustle 24/7. No, it's just when creating time for things that really matters to you. Guys, whenever I talk about routine on this channel, I talk about it a whole lot. I talk about having a self-care routine, having a routine you follow every single day. That has helped me personally, because normally I work from home literally 80% of the time. I just like wake up, freshen up a little bit, and bam, go straight to work, like working on my desk. I'm working from home, yeah. But I had to change that because I noticed I wasn't so productive. So I needed to come up with my own routine. So whenever you hear me talk about routine, it is personal. My routine might not work for you, but there are some certain things that may work for you in my routine. So what I do now is whenever I wake up, I don't touch my phone, or even if I'm touching my phone, is to read my devotional. I pray, go to the bathroom, shower, do the self-care. I don't do much, just putting on some really good perfume, putting on some good lotion, and sometimes I don't have breakfast depending on depending on how I feel. Also, having an evening routine, guys. There's one day I literally just bought some, I can't remember what it's called, but those things you put in the water in your bathtub, and you just relax, enjoy some moments with yourself. You're watching a movie and you're just relaxing in the bathtub. You're relaxing, you're not thinking about anything, guys. Things like that helps detoxing your mind, not holding anything negative in your mind, having a clear, free spirit, having a clear mind, guys. It really helps. It really makes you a happy person, and it adds to your happiness, because you do not need to let nothing bother you. I know life comes with its own set of stress, I know life comes with its own set of struggles, but we need to be intentional. We need to be intentional about our happiness. We need to be intentional about our morning routine, our evening routine, weekend routine, or however you want to put it. You just need to be intentional. So guys, my last tip here for you guys is learning how to handle stress, learning how to manage and cope with stress, not being passive aggressive, not turning that aggression to somebody else, probably when you're feeling down or when you're feeling stressed. Guys, one thing I learned that for me personally, how I deal with stress personally is whenever I'm stressed, I kind of withdraw a little bit. And when I mean withdraw, I don't mean like in a bad way. I just literally drop my phone. Because most times whenever I'm stressed, I see myself just scrolling through social media, watching a whole lot of things on Instagram, or watching a lot of YouTube videos. So I just take a moment, probably an hour, to just not do any of those, and probably just relax, or just play really nice music in the background and relax with. Honestly, that helps me. That helps relieve my stress. One other thing I do is to soak myself in the bathtub and honestly just relax, or just go to the gym and do something. So for me, those are the ways I deal with my stress. But for you, it may look totally different, which is fine. But learning how to handle stress, learning how to handle anxiety, learning how to handle whenever you're feeling down, whenever you're like feeling depressed, knowing what to do at that moment is really do helps. Because most of the time you might just be on your own. Most of the time you won't have your friends or anybody around you, so you just need to know how to figure things out almost immediately. If you're feeling down, pick up that phone, call a close friend, or if you want to speak to a therapist, you just need to get things in place so it doesn't affect your life negatively and doesn't affect your mental health. So guys, these are my few tips on how you can live independently as a young adult in your 20s. Let me know how's your experience been down in the comment section, and let me also know if you want to add to any of these tips. Let me know. I'm gonna read comments, so I'm really looking forward to what you all have to say. So guys, till next time, stay happy, stay blessed, stay cheerful, and I will see you all real soon.